Book summary in English by Indian Motivation.
Hey there, fellow seekers of peace and clarity. Welcome to this transformative journey as we dive into the essence of Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton. In this audiobook summary, we're about to unravel the secrets to breaking free from the shackles of overthinking, finding tranquility, and gaining control over our wandering minds. Chapter 1: Ways to Stop Overthinking. Welcome to the realm of conquering overthinking, where Nick Trenton's insights act as a guiding light. In this chapter, we embark on a journey to discover effective methods to silence the incessant noise within our minds. The 5-4-3-2-1 method, a tool borrowed from the practices of medical professionals, unveils its magic. Picture this: you're spiraling into overthinking, and suddenly you hit the mental reset button. Counting down from 5 to 1, engage each number with a corresponding sense sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. This ingenious technique pulls you away from the turmoil of overthinking, grounding you in the present moment. Nick introduces us to the counter-belief experiment, a profound strategy to challenge the underlying beliefs fueling our overthinking. By reversing detrimental beliefs and living as if the counter-belief is valid, we pave the way for doubt to seep into our core beliefs. Supporting evidence becomes the weapon against anxiety, weakening overthinking's grip. And then there's the quirky yet effective worry suspension technique. Ever caught yourself worrying incessantly? Nick suggests setting a worry appointment with Google Assistant. Acknowledge your worries and limit them to a designated time, preventing their intrusion into the rest of your day. It's a playful way to exert control over your anxieties. This chapter lays the foundation for our journey, providing practical tools to disrupt the patterns of overthinking. As we delve deeper into the book, remember, the power to stop overthinking is within your grasp. Chapter 2: More thinking does not mean overthinking. Meet James, a relatable character caught in the labyrinth of overthinking. Nick Trenton invites us to witness James' journey, highlighting a crucial distinction: more thinking doesn't necessarily equate to overthinking. It's a nuanced exploration of the thin line between thoughtful analysis and the destructive spiral into unnecessary thoughts. James, grappling with a small health concern, becomes the embodiment of overthinking's insidious nature. He journeys from rational consideration of his health to unnecessary fears, self-doubt, and a cascade of negative thoughts. Nick's narrative invites self-reflection. How often do our thoughts escalate into a storm of unnecessary worries? This chapter serves as a reminder that not all thinking is harmful. Our minds are incredible tools for problem solving and understanding, but overthinking veers us off course. As we navigate the complexities of our thoughts, let's strive for mindful thinking rather than succumbing to the whirlpool of overthinking. Chapter 3: Causes of Stress. The journey to stop overthinking takes us into the heart of stress in this chapter. Nick Trenton unravels the intricate web of stressors that often fuel the overthinking cycle. From financial woes and work pressures to the societal impact of negative news, stress infiltrates our lives in various forms. Nick emphasizes the role of our environment in influencing stress levels. A cluttered, disorganized space becomes a breeding ground for subconscious stress. The advice to keep our surroundings clean and organized serves as a tangible step toward reducing stress. The chapter dives deep into the multifaceted nature of stress, urging us to recognize its sources. Whether it's the demands of family, the allure of materialistic possessions, or the impact of negative politics, understanding the roots of stress is the first step toward dismantling the overthinking machine. In essence, this chapter serves as a roadmap to identify and address the causes of stress, paving the way for a more tranquil state of mind. As we absorb Nick's insights, let's prepare to untangle the knots of stress that bind us. Chapter 4: Consequences of Overthinking. What happens when overthinking becomes a constant companion? Nick Trenton unfurls the consequences in this enlightening chapter. Beyond the mental realm, overthinking's impact seeps into the physical, psychological, and social fabric of our lives. The body's stress response, orchestrated by the HPA axis, triggers a cascade of hormones and neurotransmitters. The physical toll is evident in headaches, muscle tension, fatigue, and more. Nick unveils the truth. Our bodies are designed to endure short bursts of stress, but prolonged overthinking becomes a health hazard. On the psychological front, overthinking leads to fatigue, irritability, and a distorted view of reality. Negative thinking patterns and harmful self-talk become entrenched, eroding our confidence and well-being. Socially, overthinking strains relationships, hampers performance, and can push individuals into addictive or harmful behaviors. This chapter serves as a stark reminder that overthinking is not a harmless mental exercise. It manifests in tangible, detrimental ways across the mind, body, and soul. As we absorb these insights, let's fortify our resolve to break free from the clutches of overthinking and reclaim our holistic well-being. Chapter 5. The 4 A's of Stress Management. In our quest to stop overthinking, Nick Trenton unveils the powerful tools of stress management in this illuminating chapter. The 4 A's, avoid, alter, accept, and adapt, become our allies in navigating life's challenges with resilience and grace. Avoidance is not about escaping responsibilities, but strategically saying no to unnecessary tension. By evaluating stressors in our environment and relationships, we gain the wisdom to sidestep unnecessary turmoil. Nick encourages us to actively manage our mental resources, recognizing that saying no is a powerful act of self-preservation. Alteration involves changing our responses to stressors. Nick advocates for direct communication and setting boundaries. By expressing our needs and feelings, we take an active stance against silently enduring stress. It's a call to stand up for ourselves and advocate for our mental well-being. Acceptance is the key to finding peace amid unavoidable stressors. Nick guides us to acknowledge our feelings, forgive where necessary, and focus on what we can control. It's about recognizing the limits of our influence and directing our energy toward constructive actions. Adaptation invites us to embrace flexibility in our mindset. By lowering unrealistic expectations and adopting a stress-friendly attitude, we make room for growth and resilience. The chapter unfolds as a practical guide to fortifying our mental and emotional fortitude in the face of life's storms. As we immerse ourselves in the 4 A's, let's equip ourselves with these transformative tools to proactively manage stress and break free from the chains of overthinking. Chapter 6. Use stress diaries and journals. In this segment of our journey to stop overthinking, Nick Trenton introduces the power of self-awareness through stress diaries and journals. As we explore the depths of our thoughts and emotions, these tools become our companions in the quest for tranquility. Imagine a stress diary as a written record, capturing the ebb and flow of stress levels and associated information. By rating our feelings and noting physical symptoms, we embark on a voyage of self-discovery. The diary becomes a mirror, reflecting the patterns of stress in our lives. Nick encourages us to record stressful events, analyze our responses, and note the outcomes. This meticulous approach unveils the stress patterns, allowing us to pinpoint triggers and understand our reactions. It's a process of self-inquiry that lays the groundwork for intentional stress management. The stress diary becomes a dialogue with ourselves, providing an opportunity to question, evaluate, and transform our relationship with stress. Nick's guidance encourages us to leverage this tool not only during stressful times, but as a proactive measure for long-term well-being. Journals, on the other hand, expand beyond the realms of stress. They serve as a canvas for our thoughts, dreams, and aspirations. By expressing our feelings on paper, we externalize the internal, gaining clarity and perspective. Nick's approach beckons us to use these journals as a creative outlet, a sanctuary for our innermost musings. As we embrace the practice of keeping stress diaries and journals, let's recognize the transformative potential within these written reflections. May our pens become instruments of self-discovery and liberation from the shackles of overthinking. Chapter 7. Manage your time and inputs. Time, a precious currency that often slips through our fingers, becomes the focal point of this chapter in our journey to stop overthinking. Nick Trenton unveils the intricate dance between time management and stress, urging us to be intentional in how we allocate this finite resource. The chapter kicks off with the importance of setting priorities. Nick guides us to identify tasks that align with our goals and values. By categorizing tasks based on urgency and importance, we gain clarity on where to direct our time and energy. The result? A sense of accomplishment and reduced stress. Enter SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Nick introduces this framework as a blueprint for goal setting, ensuring that our aspirations are not nebulous dreams, but concrete steps toward personal and professional growth. As we hone our ability to set SMART goals, we navigate the path of productivity without succumbing to the pitfalls of overthinking. Nick's advice extends beyond tasks to the broader spectrum of inputs. From the content we consume to the relationships we nurture, every input contributes to our mental landscape. By consciously choosing positive and uplifting inputs, we shape an environment conducive to well-being. The chapter unfolds as a practical guide to reclaiming control over our time and inputs. As we implement Nick's wisdom, let's embark on a journey where time becomes a tool for empowerment rather than a source of stress. May our days be marked by intentional choices, mindful productivity, and a resolute commitment to stop overthinking. Our voyage through Stop Overthinking concludes with a tapestry woven from Nick Trenton's profound insights. As we stand at the threshold of transformation, let's recap the lessons learned and embrace the wisdom that paves the way to tranquility. Nick's strategies, from the 5-4-3-2-1 method to the counter-belief experiment, serve as potent weapons in our arsenal against overthinking. We've learned to wield the power of the 4 A's: avoid, alter, accept, and adapt, strategically navigating life's challenges. Stress diaries and journals have become our companions, guiding us through the labyrinth of self-awareness. By chronicling our thoughts, feelings, and stress patterns, we've unraveled the mysteries within, inching closer to a harmonious relationship with our minds. Time management and intentional control over inputs have emerged as pillars of strength. SMART goals guide our journey, ensuring that every step is purposeful and aligned with our aspirations. The deliberate choice of positive inputs creates a nurturing environment, shielding us from the storms of overthinking. As we bid farewell to Stop Overthinking, let Nick Trenton's wisdom echo in our hearts. May our minds find peace, our hearts find calm, and our spirits soar above the clouds of overthinking. The journey doesn't end here. It transforms into a lifelong commitment to mindfulness and the beauty of a mindset free. Until next time, fellow seekers, embrace the tranquility within and let it radiate to the world.